star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The atmosphere in here, folks, you can cut with a knife. I absolutely have goosebumps. That was the best national anthem I've heard since I was at a military function in the Czech Republic. This is unbelievable.
That was terrific.
I loved it. Juan Diaz making his way out. That's the way the national anthem was written to be sung. The Baby Bowl with Ronnie Shields, Joe Chavez, and Willie Savannah, and Derwin Richards making his way out. This kid's in great shape. In fact, Ronnie told me that he's in the best shape of his life. He must deliver the combinations and get out. Don't linger inside, because Marquez is a great counterpuncher. He was undefeated in his career until Nate Campbell stopped him in March of '08. Since then, it's been a seesaw battle. Then he beat the world champion Michael Katsinas by split decision in a war. Then he had the war in the fight with Marquez. He's coming off a loss to Paulie Malignaggi. So if history is right, he should win this one, because he's win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, and now he's going to win.
That's one angle of it. He's due for a big one in that respect. The key for him is whether he can sustain past 5 rounds all the good things he did in the first fight.
The Houston, Texas native is also a very bright kid. He's a college grad, graduated from the University of Houston, and he's studying law.
In boxing, it's very good to know the law. A lot of times you'll end up in court with big fights. Great kid.
You know, it's amazing the atmosphere in here. It's very hard as a broadcaster to share with you people watching around the world how exciting it is to be here. It's unbelievable. I mean, considering I'm on my 889th world title fight that I did, and you're probably getting close to that somewhere about 20 years down the line, because you're younger than me, but I still think this is the most exciting moment in sport, when two finely conditioned athletes in the peak of their career are fighting for multiple world championships. They're in great shape, and either guy can win. I mean, the betting favorite is Juan Manuel Marquez, but I think Ronnie Shields has got a good fight plan for Diaz. Can he execute it, and can he stay focused as fatigue sets in the later rounds? That's what it's about.
And can he make Marquez look his age?
Big point. 26 years old is Diaz, and while Marquez is only 36, which is not real old in the world of boxing today, we have several 37-year-old plus champions, especially in the heavyweight division, but this guy has been in absolute wars. And in all 5 of the fights that he lost to world champions, they went the distance, and he got beat up pretty good in them. So he's had tough fights, and you measure the age of a prize fighter, not chronologically, but by the number of tough fights, and he has had tough fights. So is he ready, or is he ready to fight and retain these championships? That's what's on the line. There's thousands and thousands of Mexican fans and Mexican Americans here, and even though Diaz's heritage is Mexican, he's a pure American. The Mexicans are here to root from the guy from Distrito Federal that you're looking at, Juan Manuel Marquez. He's got Nacho Beristain with him, he's got Dr. Gattaca with him, and Raul Diana. He's also coming off the loss, the 12-round decision to Floyd Mayweather, which was a very tough fight for him.
And Mayweather being bigger hurt him
comes. And while we were talking about what's going on, and we mentioned Mayweather, our friend, referee Bruce McTavish, the Hall of Fame referee in the Philippines, tells me that Manny Pacquiao is really, really disappointed with Floyd Mayweather's decision to avoid him. He's really upset about it. He really wants to fight because he says, even if I'm defeated by Floyd, you know, let's get around a couple of times. Let's make some money. Let's entertain the crowd. And I wish Floyd would, I don't know what the problem is, but everybody wants to see this fight. I don't need any more anticipation of that. But this night is about these two guys, Marquez and Juan Diaz. Marquez, a consummate professional, family man, just an all-around good guy. And the Mexican fight fans are out here. They're great fans of the Mexican people. This is what makes Las Vegas buzz. Boxing is huge in this city.
You see it at the airport when you come in. All the cabs, all the people coming in for the fight. And they're still happening like no other.
Is Michael Buffer standing by? One of the best of them all. My pal Michael Buffer is ready to make the announcement. Here we go to Michael momentarily. Flew back with him from New Zealand, had a ball with him. He's a great character, Michael Buffer. We're just waiting for the HBO network in the United States to get attuned with the rest of us. And as soon as they are, we will go to Michael. Here's Michael.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, Golden Boy Promotions with Marquez Promotions are proud to present the main event of the evening. This is for the Ring Magazine WBA WBO Lightweight Championship of the World. Scheduled for 12 rounds and sponsored by Tecate, Cerveza con Carácter, and AT&T Viva Mexico plan. Make calls with your wireless phone to Mexico or from Mexico as if they were local calls. Nevada State Athletic Chairwoman Pat Lunville, Executive Director Keith Kaiser, WBO President Francisco Paco Barcarcel, Supervisor Luis Perez, WBA President Gilberto Mendoza, Supervisor Michael Welsh. At ringside, the three judges scoring this bout, Patricia Morris-Jarman, Jerry Roth, and Glenn Trowbridge. And inside the ring, the referee in charge of the action, Vic Draculich. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world on HBO pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing navy blue official weight, 135 pounds. Professional record, 35 victories, including 17 knockouts, with 3 defeats. He's the challenger, former 3-time world champion, the fighting pride of Houston, Texas, Juan Baby Boo Diaz. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing black, officially weighing 132 1/2 pounds. His professional record, 50 victories, including 37 knockouts, with 5 defeats and 1 draw. De Ciudad de Mexico, the future Hall of Famer, 3-time world champion, and the reigning, defending lightweight champion of the world, Juan Manuel Dinamita
Draculich calls him in.
All right, gentlemen, this is for the WBA and WBO World Lightweight titles. You received your instructions for dressing. Again, I want to caution you. Any punches below this point are going to be called low. golpes debajo de este punto será llamado bajo. With that said, I want you to obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Obedezcan mis comandos y protegerse a sí mismos siempre. Touch them up now. Good luck to both of you. Tóquenlos. Buena suerte, hombres.
Well, folks, I told you to get your seatbelts on for the last one. This one, strap on your helmets. This is going to be something else. Marquez and Diaz, too. Remember, Marquez won the first fight, but it was a war, and this one promises to be the same. Marquez decked out in the black trunks with the red trim. The baby bull in black as well. He's got that knee brace on. Marquez with black shoes, the baby bull with white shoes. And they start right in where they left off a year or so ago. Marquez reaches down below. Diaz continues to circle. Now, let's see if he can execute what Ronnie Shields says, in and out. So far, he's in, but doesn't throw a punch. You can't come into the kill zone and not throw against Marquez. He's too good at counterpunch.
He's a great boxer at throwing his jab and moving to his left and then trailing with his right hand and getting you to come into his trap.
And you use that word trap, and that's exactly what he does. Bernard Hopkins, one of the best at setting traps. This guy's another one.
He can move to the left, and then you're following him, and then the right hand comes down the middle. I suspect Marquez might come out a little faster than he did in the first fight because he dug himself a hole that time, and he realizes that.
Well, you know, he is the guy coming forward. Diaz will engage, I mean, once in a while. I mean, for counterpuncher, look at this.
But now for Marquez, it's like, okay, maybe this is rounds 5 through 9 all over again. This is round 10 then for him, where he's picking it up because he had a lot of confidence at the end of that fight.
And you're right, Kevin, that's how he should be fighting. But look at this, the baby bull attacks and does come out. That's what Ronnie Shields wants. In and out. In, throw, and get out of there.
But not straight back.
No, definitely not straight back. As this guy takes one step forward, but throws the right hand and he can reach it. You hear the Mexican? That's the Mexican fans yelling, Marquez, Marquez. The atmosphere is really extraordinary. You know that this is for a championship of the world, and it's only the 135-pound division. Years ago, if it wasn't a heavyweight championship fight, you wouldn't get this reaction. But the smaller guys are really sensational now in the United States. And Mexico and Puerto Rico and the Philippines.
Marquez has gradually found his niche with the Mexican fight fans, and he's now one of their elite heroes. It took a long time. He's a workman-like guy, not out in front of things, not overly flashy, just consistently hard-working, excellent fighter. But yeah, Diaz is right there with him here.
Diaz tries to reach, but you know, he is doing what Ronnie said. He's getting back out, so he's not getting countered. Fairly even here. I'm not impressed at which way you go here. I don't see a clear winner in this round. Although I think that if you're going to lean one way, you would go towards Marquez. But it's close. Only by accumulation of punches, I thought more punches were landed. More clean blows landed by Marquez. But I make that a 10-9 round.
He got the quick start, but Diaz discovered something in the last minute or so. So let's see if he carries up.
And this guy, when he's coming forward, okay, then you can just use your boxing skills, okay? That's all I want you to do, use your boxing skills. Okay, now listen, add your thanks to it though, okay? Look, but when he throw that jab...
Tienes que no dejarlo, tirarle sobre todo uppers, a ver si lo cortas.
Nacho Barris today, one of the great trainers in the history of Mexico. He's an actual, not only a celebrity, he's like a god to Mexican boxing.
Ahí enfrentito tira combinaciones de 3 golpes. Y cuando tengas ahí uppers, a ver, gancho izquierdo, upper izquierdo, a ver si lo cortas.
Here's Marquez with the left hand, big hook, right hand down the middle there, beautifully done. Watch for him to set traps, and that was in the early part of the round.
All right, that's why I gave Marquez that round. Let's see if Diaz can close the gap faster, land more punches, and get out of there just as quick. That's what Ronnie Shields did. I think that the audio is pretty good in there. You can probably understand what Ronnie was saying. That's what he wants him to do. That's the fight plan.
The other thing for Diaz is to pay attention to this left hook coming from Marquez. He dips the shoulder. He does give away the left hook. And he can come over the top with the right hand if he's quick enough.
Well, that's the key, if he's quick enough. Because Marquez is so, well, look at those shots at the inside. Yeah, this is really boxing at the ultimate level. As Marquez beating him to the punch, Diaz tried to come in, but you know, Dave, he's making a mistake of coming in, closing that kill zone, as I call it, and he's not throwing. He's so concerned about getting out of there that he's forgetting to throw when he comes in. See him bounce and close the gap? Where's the punch?
You go in, you better make sure you get something with it to take out. And then he went straight back there, which is something we talked about. Need to move on the angles.
Good body shots by Juan Manuel. Diaz is filling with adrenaline. He's working hard. He's coming forward. He's trying to do the best he can. The reach advantage is 4 inches for Marquez, and he knows how to use it. He turns that left shoulder in more. First uppercut we've seen by Marquez, so he's opening up the arsenal.
And there's a good jab by Marquez. So much with the left hand. Excellent hook, jab, uppercut. That's his staple. But of course, if you forget it, he'll drop the right hand through.
But Dave, the other thing you mentioned was the way he feints. He makes the baby bull move with feints. And when he does that, his hands are down just a bit, and he's clipping him with shots. It's very technical, but he's doing it.
That's what makes him a veteran, even as Diaz lands his best punch of the fight there, a good left hook.
2 minutes gone in the second. So far, the boxing, the pace is sensational. The boxing is terrific. Diaz is not closing the gap. He's not closing it and throwing punches. He continues to waltz in, and every time he does it, he gets clipped. He's getting counterpunched. That's exactly what Ronnie Shields didn't want him to do.
He's studying a little bit too long on this situation.
How about that sneaky uppercut by Juan Manuel?
It's one thing to do it against a sparring partner, and it works. But this is Marquez is staring at here, and he can't afford to wait.
Well, if there's any question about the first round going to Marquez, there's no question. As round 2 goes to the book, Marquez wins the second round for sure.
Arrancas un poquito más tu izquierda y no te hace nada con la derecha. Juan?
So it's what we expected. Marquez outboxing Diaz to this point. Diaz has got to throw more punches coming
You
in
can reach
his
for it,
way.
okay? But you can hit him with the right hand all day. But go with the stiff jab, boom, set him up for the right hand.
Deep breath, baby.
There you go.
On your hook, get too high, okay? Get that behind jab. On your hook, get too high. Deep breath, baby.
Relax, baby. Everything is good. Everything is a beautiful round, okay?
You gotta move all the time, Juan.
Go.
Did you see what Ronnie Shields was telling Juan Diaz? You got to hit him with the jab. You can't go in, which is basically what we've been saying with the 2 rounds. Here we go. Marquez leading by 2 rounds after 2. This is round 3. In the first fight, Diaz was winning by 2 after 2.
And this time Marquez has come out and gained the initiative. Something we talked about earlier that he might do that because of the momentum carryover from the first fight, knowing what he could do at the end. He stepped up the pace here. There's a good hook by Diaz.
This is like round 14 and 15 of the first fight for Marquez. Beating him to the punch. Now that time he was off balance, but his hands were so quick and his feet were in the right position to get away from Diaz. He couldn't capitalize on it. Remember, Diaz is only 26 years of age, and he has 35 wins in his career. The other guy is 10 years older and has 15 more wins. So, I mean, that's only 1 a year.
And Diaz, he hit a wall a couple years ago against Nate Campbell. And Campbell came right to him and beat him in a straight-up slugfest because he had heard that Diaz got knocked out in the gym. And that had not been reported. So he went right at Diaz, and he went straight at him and beat him. And Marquez did the same thing last time with some angles thrown in, and he probably feels he can eventually muscle Diaz.
One of the best lightweight fights that I can recall, Dave, was the guy you're talking about, Nate Campbell, fought Robbie Peden in Australia. Peden won the title. Nate was cut. But what a war that was, and it was the greatest night maybe in Melbourne boxing history as Robbie Peden won the title. Nate was upset because he got cut, but it wasn't intentional.
You see the jab of Marquez trying to win the battle there against the hook of Diaz.
And he was winning it.
Just by a little bit in terms of the hand speed, but it was enough. It's Marquez getting off with the jab, not Diaz.
Boy, this is really good stuff.
Oh, that jab again by Marquez.
Diaz to the right of your screen, Marquez facing you. I caught him with the right hand. These guys are in such extraordinary shape. You will see them get hit. You will see the perspiration and water fly, and you will see them stand up. But maybe when you get to 7, 8, and 9, it might be a little bit different when the fatigue factor robs your brain of the ability to do what your mind wants to.
Sneaky little right hand there by Diaz. He's circling in a different direction now.
Problem is Diaz is fighting low. He looks good defensively, but he's not winning any rounds. Look at this! On the assault! As the bell sounds! Diaz says, come on! Marquez answers him.
All you gotta do is just keep boxing like that. But don't be waving him on. Now listen, what I don't want you to do right now is get in exchanges. Okay. You don't have to. You're boxing good on the outside, okay? Take a deep breath, let him out. You want some Gatorade? No, I'm good. No, we're good with the Gatorade. I'm good. Okay?
Juan, don't stand in front of him and get brave, okay? Keep moving, man.
We have to be smart with this guy, okay? Look, you outboxing the guy. I know. Say that for me.
Pura izquierda, mi mano es como... Sí, ya. Mano izquierda, súbela para que no meta derecha. Gancho izquierdo, upper derecho. Cuando estés ahí cerca, gancho izquierdo, upper derecho. Vamos.
He's winning 3-0. Maybe you should take him off.
He'll have to pace himself perhaps a little bit, but that's the logic. Will the fighter inside him allow him to do
That's the
that?
problem. Fighters don't. Fighters are fighters. But he is 36 years old, not old chronologically for fighters, but he's been in wars, so he's an aged 36-year-old fighter. Now the Bull has got to start winning some rounds. He's got to keep pressuring this guy, do what Ronnie Shields told him to do. In and out, but throw coming in. So he's getting counterpunched by this guy.
Because he's telegraphing. He's not really comfortable with the style and the game plan that Ronnie Shields has laid out for him.
Well, they better have a plan B because he's not winning any rounds.
It's great to draw it up during training camp and against a different level of fighter. It does work, and it works repeatedly. But Marquez has such speed that Diaz is getting outdone just by a little bit. But that makes all the difference. Now he's coming in, getting ready to throw the hook, and there's the right hand from Marquez greeting him.
Minute gone in the 4th round. Colonel Bob Sheridan here along with Dave Bontempo. We're at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Nevada. Juan Manuel has just landed a big shot, and he's on the assault. Baby Bill stands the sled with him. Big mistake. Remember, Shields said get in and get out. He's slugging with him, and he's getting nailed. Here comes Marquez. His legs are still there. Diaz is in great shape, but he got clubbed. Now I see his legs starting to wither. Heels a bit heavy.
Marquez is patient enough to wear you down, but smart enough to know when to go for the end.
So much for pacing himself. When he saw he had him in trouble, there's a chance for Marquez from a huge Mexican audience here in Las Vegas.
Well, the uppercut in this round really turned it around and then set up the hooks.
This fight is going perfectly for Juan Manuel Marquez right now. Diaz Marquez just not scoring at all. He's not going to win this round either because his legs are still flattened out. He's trying to get the bounce back up. He's got a weakness in the left knee as it is.
And the interesting thing is, as rounds have gone along in fights, he's not been a strong fighter down the stretch in a lot of his big fights. So he really needed to jump off the mark here on Marquez and put points in the bank early, and it's gone completely against him. And he looks like a guy without a fight plan at all right now.
And Marquez is not taking any time off as the seconds tick away in the 4th round. Another 10-9 round for Juan Manuel Marquez. He's won 4 in a row on my score sheet. I got to hear what Ronnie has to say now.
Look, we lost that round, okay? Listen, you know why? We stood right in front of him. Okay. And look, make your turns, and you gotta fire back when you make your turns, okay? Okay. Give me deep breath. Deep breath. Now listen, just keep adding your feints to it, okay? But look, when the guy's close, when you coming in?
So Ronnie's asking him to feint, but it's the other guy that's feinting and moving.
Ahí enfrente, le das clase. Izquierda, derecha, upper izquierdo, y luego cámbiale gancho con upper derecho. Le cascas un upper derecho enfrente y lo vas a lastimar. Lo vamos a lastimar con un gancho derecho.
And here's Marquez with the uppercut that was the definitive shot of that round, and it put Diaz in trouble for the entire second half of the round.
All right, here we go. Round 5, Mandalay Bay. It's a lopsided fight, but every round is not lopsided. Every round is fairly close, but Marquez has won them all. We talked a couple of fights ago where we were showing that it was beginning to look like one of the best lopsided fights we have. Now this is falling into that category unless the baby bull can start winning some rounds right now. He can't let 5 and 6 slip away, or he can't win the fight, because he will not knock out Marquez.
Well, he has not been comfortable coming forward because he gets forward and then doesn't throw. He's having a hard time executing the plan. He's not comfortable with it. And Marquez deserves a lot of credit for making him uncomfortable in that fight plan.
When I say he won't knock out Marquez, I'm basing that on the fact that Floyd Mayweather couldn't do it, Chris John couldn't do it, Manny Pacquiao couldn't do it, and neither could Freddie Norwood, all great world champions. I mean, Mayweather might be the greatest fighter in the world today, maybe one of the greatest defensive fighters in the history of boxing. We'll wait and see how his career unfolds. And of course, Pacquiao, pound for pound, is one of the most exciting fighters in the world as well. And yet, both of those guys with 12 rounds with Juan Manuel. That's why I say the baby bull has no shot at knocking this guy out. If they couldn't do it, he certainly can't do it. I mean, Marquez is just boxing terrifically.
And I always like to make the comparison to him in terms of a style with what Julio Cesar Chavez would do to fighters. He'd find a weakness, he would work on you, lean on you, break you down, and then take you out. Never be in a huge hurry, but hit you with flurry after flurry, and then gradually you go. And Marquez has done that in a number of his big fights.
Dave, the night you and I did the fight in Azteca Stadium in front of 140,000 people against Greg Haugen, arguably one of the most exciting nights you and I have ever had together. It broke all records and still holds a record for the largest live audience. And Chavez that night with the people going crazy in Mexico City just broke him down. But what Marquez doesn't do is concentrate on those body shots to the liver and behind the elbows. And Chavez had the unquestionably, in the prime of his career, he could nail guys with those body shots that broke them down, brought the hands down, and then he'd destroy them upstairs. You know, there was a time in Chavez's career where all of the boxing writers are talking about him being one of the greatest of all time. And until he, you know, really got a split decision in the Alamo Dome in a fight that he really lost, he got very lucky that in that time he was one of the greatest fighters of all time. And then, of course, he stayed in it too long, like they all do for money. There's another easy round for Marquez.
No te dejes que se te salga de la bragueta, no lo que hasta acá. Permítame. Ahí está. Bien, bien, vas ganando. Otro round que ganas bien. No lo dejas que se salga de la bragueta, pues levanta a la izquierda, ahí lo estás dominando en el centro y ya sintió la pirinola,
I need you to use them fast hands and then step around this guy, okay?
Okay.
But I need more punches from you now, okay? Let's
You
go.
can't stand in front of him, Juan.
But look, when you finish punching, when you close to him, when you combination, make your turns and then get out of there. Okay? And use your face. I need a lot of face from you right now.
Stay low. Stay
Okay?
low.
But look.
There have been no feints, and his chance is faint right now as Marquez gets inside and lands a terrific right hand there on Diaz.
Everything Ronnie Shields tells him is exactly right. He's given him the right directions, but this kid can't execute it at the stage of the fight.
Well, against a superior opponent is what's happening here. I mean, it draws up nice. You try to do something different than the first fight. We're going to get in and get out. But what happens when you get in there and the guy you're fighting is a little faster than you are? Now your plan is moot, and now you're not confident in those feints.
You know, in the world championship caliber fighters, it's only the little tiny things that he can do a little bit better than the next 2, 3, 4, and 5 ranked fighters. And that's the case in this fight. You got a 36-year-old guy who's more experienced, and he's just a little bit better boxer. But it's adding up to winning every round. Because certainly the baby bull is determined.
Sure. Keeps coming at him. But Marquez can see what Diaz is doing as if it was a press conference.
But meanwhile, some punches are getting through because there is swelling around the eyes of Juan Manuel Marquez. Neither fighter has been down. I thought Diaz was shaking a little bit a couple rounds ago, but nothing big. Both guys seem fresh in their legs and their feet right now, and Marquez continues to outbox Diaz. But the work rate of both guys is nothing short of extraordinary. Halfway through round 6 from Las Vegas.
They're setting a nice pace. But do you really think that you're going to feint and fake out a guy of Marquez's caliber? It's not happening. Now, Diaz did take advantage once of Marquez going straight back and could change the fight if he popped him once, but Marquez doesn't get faked out.
Marquez is trying to sneak off that left shoulder of the baby bull to drop a big right hand right now. That's what he's trying to do. Look at that for movement and defense. Watch him sneak off that left shoulder. Makes him miss all those shots. There's the right hand that I was looking for, but it caught him up on the ear. Didn't quite catch him on the jaw where he wanted him. But a punch like that, even up in the ear, bounces the brain around inside your skull and is beginning to take a toll on Juan Diaz. Even a real bull can't take too many headshots.
We love the movement here by Marquez, the foot movement. Jab, move to the left, score right hand, move.
You know, the first fight was more of a war because Diaz was winning at this stage. But this guy is putting on a box and credit now. This is tremendous for Marquez. He got himself right back in line to fight, you know, the really big money fight. Look at him chasing Diaz around. He wants to finish him off. The bell ends at 6. Marquez has won every round. And the Mexicans in attendance love it.
Give me a deep breath. Give me a deep breath. Listen. Yeah. You start out good, and then all of a sudden you start backing out. You came back out, you remember? You got to go around it.
Right.
Okay, but look, when you throw your combination, when you double and triple your jab, he can't counter with the right hand. Okay? So don't let him, so just keep doubling and tripling the jab up. But when you get
Here is the right hand from Marquez gets blocked, but the left hook does not get blocked. Right through the gloves, leans in for another uppercut, then a right hand. Perfect sense of balance and time.
with the right hand, okay? Listen, when the jab is working good, 2 or 3 jabs, start using your feints, but then go in with something.
Keep up, Juan.
Okay? But I need you to get a little closer with combinations and then get out of there.
Fight smart, Juan. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Thank Juan.
You know, we talked about the junior welterweight division and the 140-pound division. This 135-pound division, the recognized world champ is Marquez, and you see why. Michael Katsidis is #1, and then comes the South African Funica, and then Acosta from Venezuela, and Humberto Soto, another Mexican. And then Peterson, Anthony Peterson is undefeated. And Moses from Namibia is 25-1. Johnny Murray from England is 29-0. And we saw Robert Guerrero win another fight tonight. So this is a really, really good Division 2. This is round 7. Marquez is in command. The Baby Bull is trying to do whatever he can to get him off pace, but it's not working.
Now he's trying the feints as asked for, but he feinted from outside and could not sell a feint to Marquez from out there.
He's not going to sell a feint to Marquez anyway. I don't believe that.
He hasn't done it. It worked for him.
But Marquez's feints have worked on him.
Better at it. He's also got something behind it where you have to buy the fake because of what's really behind everything.
You made a simple comment there, better at it. And it's almost that he's better at all the little tiny things, the real technical things. Therefore, he's winning every round. Not winning them big, just winning them consistently. And winning every round, which is more important. We're in the 7th round, and Diaz hasn't won a round yet.
Marquez is a little faster with the reaction. A little faster with the foot speed.
A little better at the defense. A little better at counterpunching. He's just a little better, but that adds up to a lot. That's why he's the world lightweight champion, and Juan Diaz is not.
And the great thing about Marquez is he doesn't get rattled. He's had opportunities. Sometimes he's gotten to Diaz, but he takes the maximum available from the situation and then reloads for the next shot. Doesn't gamble unnecessarily. If he thinks he has you hurt, he'll go for it. If he thinks he's just dominating you, he'll continue until he hurts you.
Look at this stuff. The Baby Bull tries to attack, tries to make a fight out of it, and the crowd loves it. You know, in the prison colony of Australia, my old buddy Tony Caradona's doing some hard time, and I'm sure that he'll be glad that I said hello to him and all the prisoners watching this fight. There's a plug you don't hear very often. The boys in prison in Australia, hope you're enjoying it.
And there's Marquez again with the feints coming up short and then popping them with the jab. Everything going his way.
He's just fighting brilliantly here. And Diaz is trying. It's so frustrating for me to watch the Baby Bull because he's working so hard and he keeps going to the well, as we say, no water in return.
Look, keep doubling and tripling that jab up like that, okay? Don't jab to the body. Look. Yeah, I don't want no jabs to the body, okay? Because you're starting to lean with the jab to the body, okay? Give it a deep breath, let them out slow. Now listen, use your feints as always, okay? But look, double and triple the jab. But when you get close now, we gotta bear down now. Okay? Look, keep your hands high.
Así como estás boxeando y combinaciones de 3 golpes.
You'd be lucky if you can double it. I double the jab if you could throw the right hand. Don't try to throw a triple jab. You can't against this great counterpuncher.
And he's got Diaz believing he's right in the fight in terms of the scorecards. He's got to start winning the right.
This is getting thumbed in the eye. That's why you see his corner. Got the guy working on him with Nacho Beristain. He's been thumbed in the eye, so that could make a difference, but we're running out of time here. This is round 8. And Diaz, on my score sheet, hasn't won a round yet. You know, for a warrior like Marquez, if he's thumbed, maybe that he'll pick up the pace a little bit more. Depends on how bad the thumbing is. Because all in reality he has now is coast, and he can win this fight. He could lose every round and still win the fight the rest of the way out.
Yeah, he's in that position, but
he won't
coast it all.
Exactly.
And you know what? A lot to be said for not doing it too. You get out of your fight plan, you get out of your aggressiveness, and then you get hurt, possibly, and you can't capture that aggression back. Marquez is firing on all cylinders. He's the veteran. He's taking Diaz to score.
You know, a sign of a great fight is when you don't see much of the referee. Where's Vic Drakulich? He hadn't had to do anything really in this fight. He's refereeing a great fight, but these guys came to fight. No clinches, no knockdowns, nothing illegal. The thumb is an accident. But when you don't see the referee in the picture, you know that the guys are really putting out. And it's been non-stop action. Just raised the jaw that time. Diaz is lucky he didn't get that one on the chin. Halfway through round 8, it's all Marquez. Chopping right hand. Digging body shot, all Marquez. Where's the triple jab? He can't do it. He can't even double the jab. He reaches with the right hand, and still Marquez too quick on his feet. He pulls out. This is a boxing clinic, folks. A clinic.
Every time Diaz gets into punching range, he gets tagged. Marquez makes him pay a cover charge every time to get in. And so when Diaz is walking into the zone, about to throw a shot, he gets greeted with a hook or a jab in the right hand down the middle.
You know, Diaz, who's on his way, it looks like, to a loss, he's still 35, and if he loses this fight, he's 35-4. But with this lightweight division, who the heck does he fight? Where does he go? Yeah. Marquez goes right to the top, and he's a world champion.
He gets put into all those discussions with the good 135-pound guys. Diaz has leveled off in the last 3 years. He's got to a point, starting with the Campbell fight, he's kind of indicating that's as far as he's going to go.
It may be, even though he's only 26. I mean, Marquez is just totally outboxing this guy in the closing seconds of the 8th round. But look at that right eye of Marquez, totally closed from the thumbing.
The jab is working for you, but keep doubling and tripling it, okay? Double and triple it, but he's still trying to set you up for the right hand, okay? But look, double and triple it, but then add your feints, okay? Now look, I need you to get a little closer and just work some combinations from you, okay? All right, we got to change something now, okay? Let's push it with it. What round is it? 9th round, okay? We got 4 rounds left, okay? We got to push it now, okay?
Noveno round, Juan, y vas ganando todos los rounds. No dejen la batuta, por favor, porque puede tener una reacción para impresionar ahí, ¿oíste?
Izquierda, levanta la izquierda, pura izquierda, que no se te meta aquí, que no se te meta, ya, que no se te meta ya. Está bien.
All right, here we go, round number 9. Marquez 80, Diaz 72. That's my score sheet. Patricia Morse-Jarman, Jerry Roth, and Glenn Trowbridge are the official judges. But you don't need to be a professional judge to realize that Marquez is giving Juan Diaz a boxing lesson tonight. Diaz needs a knockout to win. Marquez can coast, but it's not his nature. You pointed that out about 3 rounds ago. This guy has a coast in his vocabulary.
You know, and you haven't been in danger. Keep doing what got you here. The consistency. That is the great thing about Marquez. Look at the fluid aspect of all these punches delivered sharply.
And he can't possibly see out of that right eye right now. The eye is almost squeezed shut from a thumbing about 2 rounds ago.
Hey, but the important thing is, as you go down that road, we did not see something called to that effect. So he really has to battle that on his own, or it's to his detriment.
Well, the thing is, Diaz needs to circle to his left. Don't keep coming back. Oh, he just got caught by right arm. Diaz is wobbling. Did Marquez finish him off? Marquez would love to do it because he knows he's got a problem with the right arm. The bull is hit, and for the first time has the hang on. How many punches in this fight? 2? Not too many.
You know, we talked about the Chavez angle, maybe not to the body, but Marquez rolls you down. Maybe it will take you out with headshots.
A lot of time left. Minute 27, 26, 25 seconds to go. And Marquez has got the adrenaline flow popping. He wants to take him out. Diaz's legs seem to be okay, but he's making a lot of mistakes. He's bouncing, up on his toes without throwing punches in the ground game.
He's bewildered.
Totally. Nice uppercut by Marquez. How many more shots can Diaz take before he tumbles? Right hand. I mean, this is a credit to Ronnie Shields in that his guy is not winning rounds, but he's in great shape and making an interesting, entertaining the most entertaining now lopsided fight maybe I've ever seen.
Yeah, he is totally lost in terms of the fight plan because what they wanted to do did not work. And Marquez came out and continued what he was doing at the end of their first fight.
There's no question in my mind that Willie Savannah and Ronnie got him in the best shape of his life. He is in great shape, but he's getting pummeled from pillar to post, and he won't go because of the conditioning he's in. Is it possibly overtrained? I don't know. I don't think so. I think what you said 2 or 3 rounds ago, that Marquez is just a little bit better. Just a little bit better in so many areas. Yeah, and everything. Another Marquez round. Here comes the bell to end round number 9. Ernie doing a great job banging the balls around along with Jim Joe, come on in here.
His mouth is left. Look, Joe. Come on. His lip. Come on, Joe. Get in. Get in, Joe. Get Joe. Get more. Go down.
90-81 my score sheet, David. All rounds for Marquez.
You double, you triple the jab. Everything is good. Okay.
This is a big round, you know, for the bettors. Because in the betting parlays, if you bet
No
Marquez
vayas a
to
dejar
win,
que tenga una
and then you
reacción.
parlay the 10th round, he had to go under. That was the big bet. So a lot of people are going to be cheering this round like it's really important. But there's a lot of money on this round. I want you folks at home to be aware of what you're about to hear. If you don't think they bet in Las Vegas, you don't know this town. Here we go, round number 10. Now let's see if the bettors are going to be happy, because they've already got the win. But that didn't pay anything. The big thing was under 10 rounds. Marquez, I'm sure, doesn't even know that, but the fans do.
And again, he's just taking what this fight gives him. Getting off first, moving.
Remember, Marquez can't see out of his eye there. It's totally shut, his right eye.
And we have not heard that in the corner of Diaz. We've never seen a concerted effort to go after that.
Well, he's trying to circle left, but when he gets positioned left, he comes back right. And Marquez slides around. He doesn't, you know, he won't give him the angle.
It's
so again, just a
exceptional
little
fighter.
The little technical thing that, you know, most people wouldn't even see. Now, he can't see out of his right eye at all. And so he's trying to circle left so he can keep the vision of this guy in front of him. This is the quietest round we've had in the fight. Marquez, you know, when you see 3 fighters in front of you, the answer what to do is what?
Go for the middle.
That's it. And that's what he's trying to do, to hit the guy in the middle. But that's why the pace is slowed down, because Juan Marquez can't see at all out of the right eye. But Diaz is waiting. He can't be waiting. He's lost every round in the fight. There's, you know, less than 3 rounds to go, and Diaz isn't jumping on this guy's right eye.
He's been given a terrific gift. That's a terrific gift to realize your opponent can't see out of the eye. That means you start throwing right hands galore.
A minute to go.
Galore for that side.
Now you hear a slight little rumble in the crowd because they realize they're losing their money on the end of rounds. You hear the crescendo coming up a bit. They're starting to talk to each other.
You don't know anybody putting one down, did you?
No. But look at this. With all that the Bull is doing, he's not winning the round.
Well, he's doing less and less. And this is his opportunity. And you see a guy, if you feel he can't see out of his eye, that's your shortcut. But he really hasn't had a focus in this fight at all.
Now, neither fighter has been down. Diaz has been shaken a couple of times, but nothing big. And Marquez is winning every round out boxing. In reality, that might be one of Diaz's best rounds, but he certainly didn't win the round. And he can't win the fight without a knockout for sure. And maybe some judges would give that round to Diaz, but I can't. He didn't land enough. Did you notice for the first time that this man is missing with his right hand? Reason? Can't see.
Ah, ya la vas ganando. ¿Aflojaste un poquito? ¿Te cansaste?
Going to the last 2 rounds of the fight, I've got it 100 to 90. You agree with me, Dave? You might have a broken nose, too. That's a problem. This guy's cut inside the mouth.
Run your combinations up, all right? Don't forget the uppercuts, though, okay? You got uppercuts, too, but turn and throw yours. Okay?
Set down on him.
Combinations. Okay? Keep your hand closed tight and fire them punches in there. All right? Don't pull the score, baby. Now look, when you finish punching, move your hands. Don't stand right in front of them.
Come on, Juan. Smart, man. Smart.
Well, the anticipation turned out to be greater than the fight, but it's still, for a lopsided scoring fight, very entertaining in that if you love boxing, you're watching a master boxer against a very tough kid, and that's what professional boxing's all about. Marquez was not going to be taken in by the fact that Diaz got in the best shape of his life for the rematch, and he's totally dominated him, more so than he did in the fight that he won before.
Well, when you know what you've done to a guy the first time and you win the fight going away like he did, you're confident coming in. One thing that we did notice between rounds, a good look at Marquez's eye. He can see a little bit, not much.
He just got clocked in the top of the head, and it buckled his knees. But why doesn't Diaz jump on him? He's got to know, and Ronnie's got to tell him, the only way you win is by knockout. Forget the double, triple jab. Start throwing wild winging right hands. Do anything you can do, and go to your left and hit him to the right side of his body where he can't see.
Ringing a prayer time.
That's right. You throw your ears back, you let it go. You know, if I was in a war with a guy and I'm about to die, I'm not going down without getting off every last thing that I can do, and then I'll die.
You don't throw a jab from the foxhole, right?
That's right. General Petraeus, I hope you get the guys over there in Afghanistan under control and wiping out those Taliban, just like Marquez is wiping out Diaz. All right, guys in the armed forces, I salute you. Even if I outrank you, I still salute you. Round 11. Diaz has clipped him a couple of times here. Do you think Marquez is a little bit of survival here now? Do you think he won the fight and he's just being cautious?
I think he's a little tired. I think the pace of it is caught with him. I'm going to give him that. And when the round began, I think he could see a little bit out of the eye. Not much, but it's not completely closed. And this is the round that Diaz has finally gone after that area.
This is Diaz's best round, but with 47, 46, 45 seconds to go in this round, Juan Manuel can still win the round. He doesn't need it, but he can win it. But Diaz has got to put his ears back and go. He's trying to, Dave. He's trying to, but he's fatigued too.
Well, and it's a talent level. Can he jump up 2 talent levels and beat this guy?
No.
And that's what it's about.
He can't do it. And time is not on his side.
I mean, this is a guy that Paulie Malignaggi beat.
But you know something? Diaz looks stronger than Marquez right now at this moment.
This is his best round.
So Diaz finally gets around, but it's the 11th round. That's his best round of the fight. But Diaz needs a knockout to win.
I know. Go ahead, Joe. Look, Juan, that's the last round. Okay, look. I don't want you to run in, okay? Don't run in with nothing. Okay, keep staying to your left because they can't see out the eye. Okay? But look, keep doubling and tripling the jab up. But when you get close, sit down on your punches now. You're not sitting down on them uppercut. You're trying to throw fast punches.
Hang around, take them in the middle of the ring.
Okay?
Good job.
You're trying to throw fast punches, but now we need to sit down on the punches, okay? I need everything you got.
Nada, va a salir como pinche loquito, pero vivo. A querer tirar a ver si te paran la pelea.
He's got a broken nose there.
Pinche sopes.
And that might be affecting the eyesight when he throws the eye. How brutal is this sport?
And this is the guy that has run it around but one.
Right now, Diaz is the fresher of the 2 fighters. He could knock out Marquez. It would be a miracle knockout and one of the greatest comebacks in the history of boxing. Let's see if he can execute it. Diaz is still a warrior. But Marquez is just slightly a bigger warrior. The urgency now, you would think is with Diaz, but it's Marquez who's showing the urgency.
And obviously, you know, it's styles that make the fights, but when you look at the talent level, Paulie Malignaggi clearly outboxed Diaz in their second fight. This is a guy that can't get past Malignaggi. I mean, could you picture Paulie Malignaggi being able to beat Juan Manuel Marquez? These guys are on two different levels.
Absolutely.
And Paulie Malignaggi, a good fighter, has done a lot with his career. But this is an elite level of fighter here in Marquez that Diaz will try to score a miracle KO
The
against.
difference here, we're talking about a kid that's going to end up making a lot of money being a good lawyer in Houston, and another guy who's destined for the Hall of Fame in Canastota. That's the difference in the ability of these two fighters. Ed Brophy will be dusting off the trophy very shortly for Juan Manuel. 4 years or 5 years after he retires. He's going to the Hall of Fame. That's the kind of career. And those little things have shown for the 36-year-old in this fight, he's totally dominated. The younger, supposedly, a bull is stronger than Marquez, but not tonight. This has been a boxing clinic, and the pace has not slowed one bit. Crowd is really into it now with a little over a minute to go. They sense Marquez has retained the World Lightweight Championship. It's been not quite what we expected. And again, I'll say one of the best lopsided fights I've seen because every round was decently entertaining.
No rounds off. These guys have set a torrid pace.
It's round 12 and it's slowed down a bit here. But look at Juan Diaz still no shot of winning this fight unless he knocks him out. And time is slipping away by the second. This is professional boxing, and it's about paydays. And certainly both of these men have earned their paydays today. Diaz is getting a huge payday for this one, and he deserves it because he came ready to fight. And he entertained our audience, and he entertained the crowd in attendance here, and he certainly entertained me. And Dave, I'm not going to speak to you. I thought it was a terrific fight, lopsided though it was.
He entertained me too. We're all in it.
The crowd comes to its feet as they battle to the bell. It's all over. And only for the second time in the entire fight does Vic Dragovich have to step in. Juan Manuel Marquez has retained the World Lightweight Championship. I don't even have to wait for the score of this one. Diaz has lost. Marquez has defended his title. We'll wait for the score just to make it official. I gave Diaz only one round in the entire fight. 119 to 109. Again, Patricia Morstrom and Joe Roth and Glenn Trowbridge are the official judges. But if any one of these people were to score this fight for Diaz, it's time to get a new job.
If you even have it close, it's time to get a new job. But every fight with Marquez, it seems like there's something to admire. And here, admire the hand speed, and basically a guy taking another fighter to school. He just had too many tricks for Juan Diaz.
Well, it was certainly an entertaining fight. I hope all you guys at the Rebels Club in Australia with Alex Vela enjoyed this on a Sunday afternoon in the winter down there, as we enjoyed bringing it to you. You guys provide me with security every time I come. The Rebels are my bikie club, you know, down in Australia. I don't have the colors, but I have the friends. And I'm sure they're well jarred now watching this fight.
Does it say the official biking club of the Colonel?
The official biking club of the Colonel, the Rebels of Australia, headed up by its president, Alex Vela, my bodyguard in Australia. This was terrific. An entertaining night, to be sure. Again, we want to thank Dan Raphael of ESPN.com, Tammy Cotel and Laura Taylor for all the help getting ready. This is Michael Buffer.
From the Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, we go to the scorecards. Jerry Roth, 116, 112. Glenn Trowbridge, 118, 110. Patricia Morris-Jarman, 117, 111. All to the winner by unanimous decision, and still lightweight champion of the world, Juan Manuel Dinamita Marquez.
The judges had it slightly closer than we did, but they got it right. That's the important thing. No question, Juan Manuel Marquez won this fight. He was brilliant, Dave. Any final thoughts?
118 to 110 is certainly fine. And now here's keep an eye on this. The eye, the nose. Let's see how Marquez comes out of this to determine what goes on in his future. Might be a costly victory.
Well, it could be. And at 36, although it wasn't a tough, other than the nose broken. If a fighter's getting a broken nose, like you and I are getting a hangnail, you know, it happens. So that's not a big deal, and he didn't take a lot of head blows. That's significant at 36. On the other hand, Juan Diaz was pounded from pillar to post, and it might have taken more out of the 26-year-old. He could actually be older than Marquez is after this fight. The eye will heal as long as it's not a detached retina or some injury of that sort. So that'll be okay. And it makes the lightweight division so exciting, Dave, because, you know, Marquez is the class. Katsidas is probably going to fight Marquez next. That'll be huge.
That's a nice fight.
You know, and then Funico of South Africa is undefeated, and Miguel Acosta of Venezuela, and Humberto Soto too from Mexico. Soto and Marquez would be a tremendous fight.
Yes, it will be.
You know, so there's a lot of good fights out there for Marquez. Big money fights, but of course, you know, he'd probably like to fight Pacquiao or Timothy Bradley, move up the junior welterweight, but his division is the lightweight, and I think he should stay there.
He should stay there, and there's no reason for a, well, maybe for Pacquiao, maybe not.
Now, here's Marquez being interviewed by the American commentator Jim Lampley. We'll go to it momentarily.
To get his second win over Juan Diaz. Juan Manuel, last year's fight was a non-stop barn burner from start to finish. This seemed like more of a technical boxing match. How was it different for you?
Bueno, yo creo que la primera pelea fue una pelea difícil, una guerra para los dos. Esta pelea quiso poner táctica de boxeo. Nosotros hicimos también nuestro boxeo y yo creo que salimos adelante.
The first one was difficult. It was a war for both. This one was a bit more tactical. We also wanted to box a bit more, but we were able to come out ahead.
Diaz, for his part, clearly tried to move to a higher level of boxing skill than he has occupied before, and he put up a terrific effort at trying to do it. Were you impressed with what he was able to do?
No, yo creo que Juan Díaz es un gran peleador. Él sabe también boxear un poco de técnica, pero es más agresivo. Y nosotros creo que esta noche el técnico nos ayudó mucho a ganar.
He's a great fighter. He knows some technique. He likes to box, obviously, but tonight our technique was in our favor.
Was it satisfying to you to come into Las Vegas and put away once and for all the memory of what happened against Floyd Mayweather last year?
Floyd Mayweather el año pasado.
Sí, yo creo que la afición se dio cuenta que hicimos todo lo posible por pelear con Mayweather, con una diferencia de peso enorme, pero como todo guerrero mexicano nos subimos a partirnos la cara el 19 pasado.
Yes, the fans know that we came to give the best fight possible. There was a great weight difference, but like every Mexican warrior, we came to give our heart and fight with our face.
You've had two amazing fights against Manny Pacquiao. We all know how badly you want a third chance in the ring with Pacquiao. But you are also the legitimate lightweight champion of the world, which is a good pedestal from which to campaign against 135-pound fighters. So what's more important, trying to talk Pacquiao into fighting you again or dominating this division?
No, yo creo que más factible pelear con Pacquiao la tercera. Yo creo que la afición la quiere, nosotros lo queremos. Esto es muy bueno para el boxeo, bueno para la gente que sigue el boxeo mexicano y la gente que sigue el boxeo filipino.
The trilogy is what we want. I think it's the best thing for boxing, for the fans. The people want it. We want it. The Mexican fans, the Filipino fans, and everyone that follows boxing.
Okay, so Pacquiao's more important than the lightweight division.
Así es, yo creo que esa pelea es primordial para mí.
That's it. That's true. That fight is primordial for me. It's most important.
Your brother has a huge assignment coming up in September against Juan Manuel Lopez of Puerto Rico, who is a terrific champion himself. What do you think about that?
Que va a ser una gran pelea, que ese tipo de peleas la afición es la que quiere ver y yo creo que la van a disfrutar tanto como la mía y la de Rafa con López. Va a ser una gran pelea.
It's a great fight, and that's the type of fight that the people want to see. And like my fight with Rafa's, Lopez, that's the type of fight that people want to see.
All right, thank you again, Juan Manuel, and congratulations on another brilliant win.
Well, of course, the big thing, Dave Bontempo, that he wants to fight Pacquiao has nothing to do with the championship. It has to do with money. This is professional boxing. It's about money. You're talking about $1 million or $2 million for him to defend the lightweight championship. You're talking probably 15 to 20 million for him to fight Pacquiao. That's what it's about. That's why he wants to fight him.
Sure, that's some pretty good arithmetic. As you take a look at Lennox Lewis, one of the great names in boxing all throughout the years. And plus, they had two terrific fights, Marquez and Pacquiao.
Hey, besides this fight through the evening, Dave, I'll let you take this because my voice is like Diaz's head right now. It's shot.
We had Jorge Linares opening up against Rocky Juarez, a lightweight 10-round affair. Rocky Juarez, who we know, has just been coming up a little short in big fights. While we saw the quick left hands here of Linares, the uppercuts, doing it in one-handed fashion. Juarez having trouble on the inside. Juarez started to come back in the middle rounds of the fight, and then the momentum would shift against him right there with the knockdown, which became a 3-point swing in this fight. Became significant, not only on the scorecards, but it halted his momentum. Juarez would come on late in the fight, and rounds 8, 9, and 10 were good to him. But for Rocky Juarez, same old story. Just a little bit short as Jorge Linares came away with the victory in fight number 1. And then it was time for the Ghosts. Robert Guerrero, 3-time world champion, junior welterweight against Yoel Casamayor. We've seen Casamayor in some great fights over the years. He's 39 years old now, and it started really bad for him in round 2 as this combined with another penalty created a 10-7 round for Guerrero, and that made you believe that maybe he'd be able to put Casamayor away. But that didn't happen. The Ghost became conservative after not being able to put Casamayor away through 5 rounds, and he pretty much hosted the second half of the fight. That almost burned him because he went down. And if you'd gone out there, if you're Guerrero, you're saying, wait a second, why didn't I put Casamayor out before? But he had enough in the bank and enough in the tank to come up with the victory in our second fight on the pay-per-view card. And then it was the Golden Child, Daniel Jacobs, against Dmitry Pirog, and this became the showstopper on this card. As Pirog almost put Jacobs down early, and was not intimidated by Jacobs' record coming in. And the fighter from Russia drops the big bomb right there. One of my favorite moves of the night, that sweet move where he set himself up and then dropped it in. Maybe his name should be Pirog after this, Dmitry Pirog. And then in our main event, Juan Manuel Marquez against Juan the Baby Bull Diaz, rematch of the 2009 Fight of the Year. Difference here is that Diaz could not get that quick start that he got in 2009. In fact, he got no start at all. Marquez, terrific technically. The left hooks, the uppercuts, the jab, the foot speed, and Diaz looked lost in this fight. Tried to execute a plan where he'd get in against Marquez and get out, but that plan became moot all throughout the contest. Just had no answer for Marquez. And we saw the 36-year-old Marquez at his vintage tough best.
So Marquez, absolutely sensational, retains the world lightweight title. A new star is born in Dmitry Pirog. We'll see more of him. For our executive producer, Frank Belmont, who is also our director. We've been on the air for over 5 hours. We couldn't do it without you, Frank. For our associate producer, Jason Beidel, for Matt Bridges and everybody at Strategic TV, we thank you so much again. Tammy Gotel, Laura Taylor, and Dan Raphael, we thank you so much for all your help. Nobu Hikoshima and Bobby Traeger, we appreciate your work. For the boys at Brenner Zweikel and Scott Gertner and staff, and Andy Olson at Magnum Media, we thank you for all your help. So for Dave Bontempo and everybody at Golden Boy Promotions and our entire staff at Belmonte Production, I'm the Colonel Bob Sheridan saying good night, everybody.